వెల్కమ్ టు హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్. ఏపీ మరియు తెలంగాణలో బెస్ట్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్గా ప్రజెంట్ హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ డెవలప్మెంట్ అవుతుంది. అలానే మంచి మొబైల్ యాప్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్కి హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్, దీంట్లో ఫ్రీగా అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి, చూసుకోండి.
Welcome to Harshit Institute. Today current affairs. Now we are going to be discuss very important issues regarding our examination point of view. First one is India. Jammu and Kashmir Defence Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurated 6 bridges in Aknur, 4 and Katia districts. 2 totally 6 bridges recently inaugurated by our Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. And the second one is Army personnel asked to remove 89 apps including Facebook and Instagram for their mobile apps by July 15th. Already we discussed yesterday this one. Next, Ministry of Culture to reprint 108 volumes of Mongolian Kanzur under NMM. NMM means National Mission for Manus. This is the 108 volumes are reprinted according to the Buddhism. Next, in the Mongolian language, Kanzur, in the Mongolian language, Kanzur means concise orders, the words of Lord Buddha. Next one, virtual conference India Global Week 2020 being held in UK on July 9 to 11. Next one, another important issue is investment advisors can either sell financial products or advise to them to investors but can't do both. SEBI was recently announced that one. Next, another important thing is ED Enforcement Directorate attaches assets worth about 2,203 crores of Yes Bank co-founder Rana Kapoor and others under PMLA. Next important issue is RIL BP Cummins Fuel Retailing JV RBML, that means Reliance BP Mobility Limited, to start rebranding petroleum pumps as a Geo BP sector. Next one, another important thing is Australia suspends its extradition treaty with Hong Kong, extends visas for Hong Kong residents. So it is important, extends visas for Hong Kong residents. Next, another important issue is G20 should extended freeze on official bilateral debt payments by the world's poorest countries throughout 2021. World Bank President David Malpass recently it was announced this one. Okay, the first issue is the broadcasting ban on Indian news channel in Nepal. On 9th July 2020, except for the Indian state-owned Doordarshan news channel DD News, Nepal-based multi-system operations have issued a broadcasting ban on all other Indian news channels in Nepal except Doordarshan channel. Remaining all channels are banned by Nepal government. Next one, Nepal Communist Party accused Indian media. Why it is accusing Indian media? Earlier on 9th July 2020, the spokesperson of the Nepal Communist Party, Narayan Kaji, had accused Indian news channel of broadcasting against the Nepali Prime Minister Prasad Sharma Oli. As per media reports from the Nepal nation, ban broadcasting of Indian news channel by the multi-system operators was taken after one of the Indian news channels had broadcasted a show in which the Nepalese Prime Minister Prasad Sharma Oli is being linked with the Chinese. Next one is Chinese ambassador to Nepal, Hu Yongki, for preventing the Nepal Communist Party government for collapsing in Nepal. So, whatever it may be, the Nepal government was banned our channels except Doordarshan channel. Next, past instance of Nepal issuing broadcasting ban in India channels back in 2015, cable TV operators of Nepal has blocked 42 Indian channels from broadcasting in Nepal. The 2015 broadcasting ban of Indian channels was due to the Nepalese government accusing the Indian government of stopping cross-border traffic along the Nepal border. Indian government did not slow or stop the traffic of purpose along the Nepal border. So this is the important issue. So Nepal was recently Very recently Nepal was banned our channels, our Indian channels. Next, first 5 reprinted volumes of Mongolian Kanjur, 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 Kanjur manuscripts published by Ministry of Culture. Under National Mission for Manuscript, the Union Ministry of Culture will be reprinting all the 180 volumes of the Mongolian Kanjur manuscripts. Out of these 108 volumes, the ministry has published the reprinted version of the first 5 volumes of the manuscripts. March 2022 is the expected and the retargeted date chosen by the Union Ministry of Culture of publishing the printed edition of all the 108 volumes of Mongolian Kanjur manuscript. Next, on the occasion of this year, Dharmachakra Day on the 4th of July 2020, a set of the manuscript was handed over to the ambassador of Mongolia to India by Prahalad Singh Patel, Union Minister of State in charge for the culture. The Mongolian Kanjur manuscript are reprinted under the supervision of the Professor Lokesh Chandra. Back in 1970, Professor Lokesh Chandra had published 108 volumes of the Mongolian Kanjur. Next one. Another important issue is ISRO to launch Brazil's Amazonia 1 satellite in August 2020. ISRO to launch Brazil's Amazonia 1 satellite in August 2020. The first Earth observation satellite to be entirely developed by Brazil will be launched by the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO. The satellite is known by the name Amazonia 1. The exact launch date of Amazonia 1 hasn't been confirmed by ISRO, but as per media reports, the launch will be take place next month, that means August 2020. What is the background of this one? On 25th January 2004, an agreement was signed for cooperation in the field of outer space between India and the Brazil. As a part of the framework agreement, ISRO will be launching a microsatellite of the Brazilian Space Agency. This microsatellite will be for atmospheric studies as per the agreement. Amazonia 1 was originally scheduled to be launched by AEB's main satellite launch vehicle VLS-1 in 2018. But the launch with VLS-1 was cancelled due to the technical reasons. Amazonia 1 will now be launched as a payload of PSLV. PSLV means Polar Satellite Launching Vehicle from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Andhra Pradesh, Sriharikota. Next, another important issue. Uttar Pradesh Startup Policy 2020. Uttar Pradesh recently started Startup Policy 2020 gets cabinet approval. It was approved by the cabinet recently. That is Startup Policy 2020. The state cabinet of the Uttar Pradesh government has given its approval to an independent and a comprehensive Startup Policy 2020 on 8th July 2020. Until the Startup Policy 2020, Uttar Pradesh did not have any independent and comprehensive policy for the startups in the state. Policy for startups was governed under the Uttar Pradesh Information Technology and Startups Policy 2017. The Uttar Pradesh Startup Policy was prepared by the state government with the help of the Niti Aayog back in 2018. The policy got the approval of the state cabinet on 8th July 2020. Next, Startup Policy 2020. What is the importance of that one? From the date of notification by the state government, the Startup Policy 2020 will be applicable for a period of 5 years. It is a period of 5 years. The aim will be of the cooperation of more than 10,000 startups across the state in these 5 years. For achieving the aim, 100 incubators will be set up across all the 75 districts of the state by making sure at least one incubator in one district. Next, as per government estimates, the startup policy will generate 50,000 direct and 1 lakh indirect jobs across the state. So that is also very important issue. Recently it was happened. Next one. From air pollution, New Delhi has the most economic impact in the world in the first half of 2020. Environmental group has launched an online tool on 9th July 2020, as per which India's capital New Delhi has the most economic impact based on the per capita in the world from the air pollution during the first half of the year 2020. The online tools is named Clean Air Counter CAC. The online tools is named Clean Air Counter. To estimate the health impact due to air pollution, the Clean Air Control tools uses models that have been devised under the epidemic diversional study of global burden of diseases. Next, what is the importance of this one? China Shanghai registered the highest and estimated 20,000 deaths due to the air pollution among the 28 cities, followed by the New Delhi with an estimated 25,000 and China's capital Beijing with estimated 22,000 deaths. Yeah, on per capita basis, New Delhi has suffered the most economic impact. New Delhi suffered the most economic impact. An estimated 5.8% of New Delhi's annual GDP was lost due to air pollution. Beijing and Mumbai are ranked second and third place respectively in terms of annual GDP loss. So these are the important issues. And another important issue. 6 strategic bridges in Jammu and Kashmir, inaugurated by Defense Minister. Inaugurated by Defense Minister. On 9th July 2020, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has inaugurated 6 strategic bridges in sensitive border areas of Jammu and Kashmir. All the 6 bridges with strategic importance along the international border and a line of control were constructed in record time by working in extremely difficult weather conditions. Next, all these bridges were constructed by Borders Roads Organization. It's called BRO. BRO means Borders Roads Organization. So all these 6 bridges were constructed by Borders Roads Organization under Project Sampark. The length of the 6 bridges ranges from minimum 30 meters to maximum 300 meters. The total cost for the construction of the 6 bridges was rupees around 43 crores. The 6 bridges are constructed by focusing on the strategic importance of the region, as all these bridges will help in facilitating the movement of the Indian armed forces. Next one. Next, in the same way, Border Roads Organization (BRO), the former and the first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, is credited as the founder of the Border Roads Organization. It is very, very important. The Border Roads Organization was formed by the founder of the BRO is Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. It is headquartered in New Delhi and was founded in 7th May 1960. At present, BRO operates under 18 projects in the country. So this is the important issues. And the next thing is China plans to build 6 to 8 nuclear reactors per year from 2020 to 2025. Once again, China plans to build 6 to 8 nuclear reactors per year from 2020 to 2025. In March 2019, China reportedly had 46 nuclear reactors active. These 46 nuclear reactors provided power capacity of 42.8 gigawatts at the end of May 2020. The nuclear capacity of China was at 48.8 gigawatts by 2035. China Nuclear Energy Association has set a target to achieve about 200 gigawatts nuclear power capacities either in operation or under construction. What about India? What about India according to the nuclear power? Nuclear power in India. As of March 2020, the nuclear power capacity of India stands at 6.7 gigawatts only. 6.7 gigawatts only. At present, a total of 22 nuclear power reactors are active in the country. Out of these 22, 18 are pursued heavy water reactors and 4 are light water reactors. In March 2020, the Indian government has set a target to increase the nuclear power capacity in the country by more than 3 times the present 6,780 megawatts or 6.7 gigawatts. For this, the target for the year 2031 was set at 22,480 megawatts or 22.4 gigawatts. And another important issue, the last one is gangster Vikas Dubey. Vikas Dubey, we know very well. Yesterday I told you Vikas Dubey was arrested by Ujjaini police department. Now he was encountered. Gangster Vikas Dubey shot dead in encounter. 4 policemen injured. As the convoy reached Bara police circle in Kanpur, the vehicle in which Vikas was seated overturned after the skidding the road due to the heavy rains. As soon as Dubey was taken out of the vehicle, he snatched a rifle from one of the injured policemen and opened the fire at the police, following which police shot at him. He sustained bullet injuries and was rushed to Kanpur's LLN hospital, where the doctors declared him was died. So he was recently, today only he was died. That means he was encountered by the task force police. So these are the important issues regarding today current affairs. First one is what we discussed, broadcasting ban on Indian news channel in Nepal. And the second one is first 5 reprinted volumes of Mongolian Kanzur manuscript published by Ministry of Culture. ISRO to launch Brazil's Amazonia 1 satellite in August 2020. And Uttar Pradesh Startup Policy 2020 gets cabinet approval. From air pollution, New Delhi has the most economic impact in the half of the 2020. Next one is 6 strategic bridges in Jammu and Kashmir. Inaugurated by Defense Minister. Next, China plans to build 6 to 8 nuclear reactors per year from 2020 to 2025. Next, last one, gangster Vikas Dubey shot dead in encounter and 4 policemen injured. These are the important issues regarding our current affairs part. Thank you very much.